Although yoga encourages overall health and wellness, and the techniques demonstrated within this program are designed for people of all skill levels, consult your physician before beginning any new exercise program.
Hi, welcome to Mind Body. I'm Susan Foxley, a certified life coach and a registered yoga instructor. I help people live healthier, happier lives. And here's the key. Fitness is not just physical. It's emotional, mental, even spiritual for some people. It's about happiness and health, mind and body. Now let's get started. Today, the topic of our show is trust your gut. Trust your instincts. Only you know. Follow your own compass. A body compass is really going inside and listening to yourself. Listening to your body compass. Your body doesn't lie. Your body speaks to you. So quietly listen to yourself. Today we have lovely Chris doing an episode where we're going to be working on the core. And the core is not just the front of the body, it's the sides of the body and the back of the body. So we're going to work on the core today. So what I'd like you to do at home, please, is come into Shavasana. Rest on your back, please. Arms a little bit spread away from your body. Legs a little bit with a little distance, and just close your eyes. Just soften the space between your eyebrows, please. Relax your jaw, your tongue, your throat. Soften the shoulders, please. Relax your upper arms, your forearms, your hands and fingers. Just notice the rise and fall of your belly, the expansion and contraction of your ribs. And just relax your legs, your feet and toes. And just let go. Take one big inhale through your nose. Hold for the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale through your mouth. Let it all go. And then what I'd like you to do, please, is just hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Really nice, Chris. And today we're going to work a little bit on the core, so we're going to place our hands behind our head. And gently take your right elbow to your left knee and straighten the opposite leg and other side. Beautiful. And keep alternating. Really nice. And kick that straight leg. Keep twisting and lifting and breathing. Nice. Alternating the elbow to the knee. Elbow to knee. And I love Chris's extension of her heel away from her hips. This is really good for your hips. Remember to always return back to your inhales, please, and return back to your exhales as you continue to move and breathe, bicycling your legs, alternating your elbow to knee. Very nice, Chris. And then hug your knees into your chest, please. And then from here, plant your right foot and your left foot with your knees bent onto the floor. And you're going to make a little pillow underneath your tailbone with your hands, just placing one hand over the other hand to protect your lower back, please. Then what we're going to do is lift the legs up to the ceiling. Beautiful. And you can either point your feet or flex your feet. Or I like flointing. Flointing is flexing and pointing. It's called flointing. It's a yoga term. But either way, flexing or pointing, yogi's choice. And then what I'd like you to do, please, is to just lower your legs halfway down, please, and really hold your abdominal muscles. Belly button into the spine. That's called leg pose. Nice, Chris. Remember to breathe. Bend your knees right to your abdominals, please. And bring your legs right back up, please. Straight up and reaching through the inseams of the legs all the way up to the big toes. big toes touching. And then slowly lower down halfway. And really bring your belly button into the spine. That looks really nice, Chris. And then go ahead and bend your knees. Nice Ujjayi breath. Reach the legs up to the ceiling, please. And really reaching up through the inseam of the legs. And come back halfway down. And then we're going to scissor the legs. Right over left, and just keep alternating and breathing. Legs straight if you can. And go ahead and continue breathing in through the nose and out through your nose. And take your time at home. If you need to move more quickly or more slowly, always honor yourself. Trust your gut. Trusting your intuition. This looks really nice, Chris. And then from here, after that, hug your knees into your chest. Giving yourself a big hug. And then gently, Chris, roll to your right side and come on up into a comfortable seated position. So roll up onto your right side, come up into Sukhasana, cross-legged position, and make a mudra. Usually we hold see how Chris is holding her thumb and index finger into the earth? And I love the lift in her chest, and I love the lift in the crown of her head as she grounds her sitting bones. That looks beautiful. And here we're going to just do a breath of fire, where she's rapidly on the exhale going to bring the belly button into the spine and just focusing on the exhale. And Chris has a very incredible rapid breath of fire. Really nice. This is good for the abdominals, it's good for the digestive system. And she's doing very quick exhales, not worrying about the inhales. They just come naturally. Beautiful. And then from here, Chris, slowly and carefully soften the space between your eyebrows, slowing down your inhales and your exhales, breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose, please. Softening your shoulders. Generally, we carry a lot of the world on our shoulders. Let what you carry on your shoulders, let it go. Take that backpack off. Take that backpack of worries and stress and concerns. Let that go, please. Come into child's pose. And as you come into child's pose, big toes touching, knees really wide, and go ahead and let go. Relax your forehead and go back into your body. We're going to listen to our body compass. Listen to your breath. Listen to your intuition. Come onto your hands and knees and cat-cow. So go ahead and make sure your knees are right underneath your hips, and then look up to the sky and bringing the thoracic spine into the body. That looks really nice, Chris. And look to your belly button and cat pose and really arching nice straight arms. Go ahead and look up. Nice breathing too. And then go ahead and look back to your belly button, grounding your knuckles and grounding your knees, please. And go ahead and look up. And then look to your belly, trusting your gut, belly button into the spine. Go ahead and look up. And look to your belly, really nice breath. And then go ahead and look up again. This is so good for your spine. And go ahead and look to your belly. This really helps a lot of my clients with back pain. Spine neutral. Lift your right arm and left leg and hold that, please. Really extend that leg out and that arm forward, and then bring that elbow to knee and reach it out. Stretch the arm, stretch the leg. That looks lovely, Chris. Elbow to knee, working the core, and reach it out. And then elbow to knee, and reach it out. Bring that knee and hand down, please. And then other side, left arm forward, right leg back. And really extend that leg, really extend that arm so you have a beautiful space in your hip and your shoulder. Elbow to knee, and reach it out. Very nice, Chris. Elbow to knee, and reach it out. Stretch. One more, elbow to knee, and reach it out, look up. Drop that knee, drop that hand, and come into child's pose. You did a fabulous job. And just let it go as you relax your forehead. Relax your jaw. Actually, the jaw is the strongest joint in the body. The jaw is the strongest joint in the body, and I know for me sometimes I'm clenching there. So release the lower jaw from the upper jaw. And go ahead and stretch your arms away from your hips. Let your buttocks drop onto your heels. And as your forehead rests on the earth, let it help you cease mental chatter. Returning back to your inhales and your exhales. Come onto your hands and knees and downward dog. In downward dog, look at Chris's beautiful fingers, how they're spread. That looks really nice. The gaze can be at her belly button to let go of her neck and work those thighs back as the tailbone lifts away from the wrists, and the thighs are moving back. The thighs are internally rotating, and the heels are grounded, really working those legs back. And then from here, go right to a straight arm plank. Again, remember we're working on the core, so belly button into the spine, and see, Chris, if you can push your belly button into my hand. Yeah, really working that abdominal. That looks really nice. I love your straight arms. I love the spread in your fingertips. Your legs look perfect and straight. From here, we're just going to bend the knees right down and come into forearm plank. Come right into forearm plank, bending the elbows and straightening the legs. And from here, let's go ahead and bring this right knee to your right elbow. And other side. Same knee, same elbow. Nice, and straighten. And other way. And straighten. And other side. Keep alternating the legs like you're bicycling. So left to right and right to left. Just keep going. Really nice. Now, keep going, Chris. Chris is doing opposite knee and elbow, but you can do the same elbow and knee. Whatever's easier for you. If you want to alternate, feel free to alternate, or you can just do the same knee to the same elbow. Very nice. And then from here, let's come down onto your belly and make a pillow for your forearms and rest. Just rest there. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Just relax and let go. Just relax and let go. Then from here, go ahead and do 3 cobras and any hands you want. Bring your hands underneath and come into a cobra position, please. Very nice cobra. And slowly come on down, please, Chris. And come back up, please. Nice cobra. And slowly come on down. And then come on up. And come on down. Nice breathing. And then bring your palms underneath your thighs. Palms face up. And then from here, go ahead and lift your legs and lift your heart. Lift up. Beautiful lift. This strengthens all your sacroiliac, your sacrum, your erector spinae muscles. This looks lovely. And slowly come on down. We'll do 2 more. Just rest for just a second. Just relax your forehead and your jaw. This is an intense pose. And lift up again, please. Really nice lift, Chris. I can't get my legs that high. That looks really yummy. And slowly lower down. Again, this works your core, your back core. And then lift up again. Lift up. Very nice. And then slowly come on down. And then from here, we'll come into upward cobra and child's pose. And slowly rest. Relax your forehead. Relax your cheeks and your jaw and just let go. That was a really challenging pose. Go back to your inhales, please. Go back to your exhales. To follow your intuition, you have to take time to listen to your inner voice. to listen to yourself, to trust your gut. There's times when I said I should have listened to my intuition. I knew I should not have worked with that individual, or I knew I should not have run to the grocery store and got that. I thought, oh, I should just fit one more errand to the grocery store in, and then some snafu happened at the grocery store, and less is more. But trusting your gut, take a couple things off your list every day. Rushing around, I love their saying, if it's important, it's not urgent. And if it's urgent, it's not important. And when we rush around, sometimes we lose that intuition. So it's always nice to take that time to close down, pay attention, slow down, and trust your gut. Take a couple things off your list. Know that you know better than anybody else. You know better than anybody else. That saying that William Shakespeare said, to thine own self be true. To thine own self be true. And when we point to ourselves, we point to our heart. We don't point to our heads, we point to our hearts. So listen to your heart, listen to your intuition. Your body never lies. From here, come on back up, Chris. That was lovely. And come into downward dog, please. And really reach that buttocks back. Work those thighs back, so you don't want to be dumping down into your shoulders. You want to be lifting up out of your shoulders, creating space there. And come right into plank pose, please. Now from here in plank, you're gonna go ahead and lift up a little bit in your abdominals, because we're gonna lift the right arm up and do side plank. So lift your right arm up, and if you want to bring the right foot in front, do so. And this is beautiful. So Chris is doing a side plank, but she's placing her right foot in front of her, and that's going to help her not dump into her left shoulder. This looks really nice, and really reach up with that arm. Lovely. And really plant that right. This works the side body. And engage your belly muscles as you ground the outer edge of your left foot, planting that right foot into the earth. And then bring that hand back down to child's pose. Go right to child's pose. And rest. And really stretch those arms away from your lower back. That looks really nice, Chris. And then come back up into downward dog, please. And working those legs back, relax your head and neck. I have 3 clients that have had neck surgery. So really let go of that cervical vertebrae. Let it go, let it dangle. Let gravity take hold of your head. It's 8 pounds. Just pretend it's a ripe fruit about to fall off a tree. Let it go. Relax that cervical vertebrae. It's the connection between the heart and the head. So sometimes we get neck pain because our head says one thing and our heart says another. So we take it in the neck. It clogs up that channel. So keep the neck nice and soft. From here, we're going to go ahead to the opposite side. So come into plank. Very nice. And then we're just going to lift the left arm up. So we're going to do straight arms. So actually, Chris, come back into downward dog, please. Come into downward dog. Beautiful. Stay in downward dog. And then come into a straight arm plank. Straight arm plank. Nice. Now here, lift this arm up with straight arms and bring this leg in front. Beautiful. And go up. Beautiful. And reach up so you're not dumping into that shoulder. And plant that front foot. That looks lovely. Planting that left foot into the earth as you reach the left hand up to the heavens. You reach that hand up to the heavens so you're not dumping into your shoulder. That looks really nice. And then from here, bring that hand back down and come back into downward dog, however you want to get there. And hold downward dog. Look at your belly button. Very nice. Thighs back. I love how you're pressing your hands into the earth, and I love the spread of your fingers. I love how your thighs are pushing back and grounding your heels. That looks really nice. From here, we're just going to come down onto our knees for child's pose, please. And rest. And let go. I love child's pose between poses. It recalibrates the body. And just always returning back to your inhales. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. And exhale. And then from here, now we're going to go into forearm planks. So you can keep your elbows bent now. Come on up, Chris, onto your elbows and straighten your legs. Very nice. Belly button into the spine. So from here, actually, when I place my hand onto your lumbar dorsal spine, bringing your belly button into my, yeah, there you go. Very nice. And then from here, we're going to first lift the right hand up, balancing on this forearm, reach and bring the front foot, the top foot in front if you want, and go up. That looks nice. So we're doing the same pose, but this time with bent elbow. Very nice. This looks really perfect. Really pressing that top foot into the earth. And then from here, go back into forearm plank. Hold that, please. Belly button into the spine. Really nice, Chris. And then the other side, bring your left arm up and your left foot in front. Very nice, and reaching up. Really planting that foot into the earth. Belly button into the spine for stability. And we're just working the side body as well. Come back onto your forearms, forearm plank. And then this looks really nice. Let's see if you can just walk your feet into downward dog on your elbows. This is called dolphin pose. And this is a great stretch for your shoulders and for your upper back. This is a dolphin pose. Really nice spreading of your fingertips. And just go ahead and breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. In through your nose and out through your nose. In through your nose and out through your nose. And then from here, walk your feet back, but stay on your elbows. If you're following along at home, you guys are doing great. This is not an easy sequence. Chris is doing fabulous. And then from here, slowly come on down and do Sphinx pose. So come onto your pelvis, come on down, and bring your elbows a little bit in front of you. And you're going to do Sphinx pose, where you're just pushing your heart forward and your elbows go back. That looks lovely. Beautiful Sphinx pose. And then from here, slowly and carefully go into 3 cobras on your own. Lift up. This is good for the abdominal muscles, actually. It's a nice stretch for the front part of the body. It's really good for your posture. Come on down, Chris, and we'll do 2 more. And then slowly come on up. And some people don't have straight elbows. If you need to bend a little bit, again, trust yourself. Trust your intuition. If this is too much for your lower back, please don't come up as high. Come up just halfway if it's too much on your, trust your gut. Always listen to yourself, please. Come on down. And come on up with bent elbows, Chris, so you can show people to come up halfway and not as much. See, and even lower down if you're at home and you have back pain. You really want to make sure that the tailbone is moving down towards your heels and you're engaging your abdominal muscles in Cobra to keep your lower back safe. So you really want to bring your belly button into your spine in Cobra. And then slowly come on down. And however you want to get into Child's Pose, feel free to go right into Child's Pose. And rest in Child's Pose. And we'll just walk both of our hands off the yoga mat to the right. Just to stretch the side part of the body and just stretch those intercostal muscles. And just relaxing your forehead. And go ahead and relax your cheeks and your jaw. And then your arms the other way, please, off the yoga mat to the left. Stretching those intercostal muscles. Really nice stretch through the side body. And I love how Chris's belly button is almost over her left thigh. That looks really nice stretch. And then from here, come back to center. And stretch your arms forward. Just rest there. Long inhalations. and long exhalations. From here, come back onto your hands and knees, please. And you're going to bring your right foot behind your left foot. This is a balancing pose. So bring your right foot behind your left foot, or you can do your other, that's fine. Oh, let's go ahead and come into child's pose, please. Come right into child's pose. And then from here, let's go right into downward dog. Hold downward dog. Long inhalations and long exhalations, breathing deeply. And go ahead and walk your hands to your feet. And grab your elbows and dangle. Just let your head go. Let your spine pour out of your pelvis. Very nice, Chris. And bringing the weight a little bit into your toes. Let the spine pour out of your pelvis. Lift and wiggle your toes, lift your kneecaps, and then clasp your hands behind your tailbone. And we'll go up and over and just stretch. And if you need a belt at home, feel free to use a belt. And then come right into a chair, Utkatasana, bend your knees and come into Utkatasana, stay there and breathe. And then slowly come on up to standing, reach up with your arms up to the heavens, reach up, and then hands in prayer, Samastadihi. Close your eyes, spread your toes, lift your kneecaps. So the front of the body lifts, the toes lift, the kneecaps lift, the belly lifts, the heart lifts, the crown lifts. The shoulder blades soften, the tail drops. So the front of the body lifts and the back of the body drops. And from here, we're going to slowly and carefully take Chris right back onto the floor and hugging her knees into her chest. So open your eyes, Chris, and just lie down for Shavasana. And as you lie down for Shavasana, hug your knees into your chest again. We're going to do some more bicycles, hands behind your head, and bring your right elbow to your left knee and keep alternating. 20. Just on your own at home, go ahead and just keep breathing. And this is very good for your hips, very good for your abdominals. It's wonderful for circulation in your body. My favorite saying is, if you rest, you rust. Lovely. And hug your knees into your chest, please. Very nice. And then from here, go ahead and rest in Shavasana. Palms open to the sky. And just close your eyes from top to bottom. And we're going to take some time here to just go inside. What I'd like you to do here, Chris, is take one hand on your heart and one on your belly. And go ahead, and you at home too, just notice your inhales and your exhales. Inhale. And hold for the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale again. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. And the arms open to the side. And just give yourself a few minutes on your own to stay in Shavasana. Go inside. To thine own self be true, like William Shakespeare said. To thine own self be true. Spend this time to go inside. Listen to your intuition. You know what's right for you. Follow your own compass. Listen to your own heart. Trust your gut. Only you know what's right for you. So you guys, I just want to thank you so much for coming and joining us for yoga today. Remember, fitness is not just physical, it's mind and body. I'm Susan Foxley, and you can learn more about my books, workshops, and life coaching at susanfoxley.com, or connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and even YouTube. See you next time. And one more thing, always, always, always go where the love is. Namaste.